You know, there are 7 billion people in the world, and I can only stomach about 6 of them. Hey, 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 welcome back, guys, and welcome to Dr. Viori's world. Hi, Doctor.
Hello, how's it going?
Going real well. So, you're wanting to give us a tour today?
Yeah, this is something a little bit different. This is a world that I primarily play solo, although you've joined me to help me out with a few construction projects and things like that. But here we are on the roof of the building that I took over as my base, and which I now am referring to as Clinica Viori.
Clinica VRA.
When I first spawned into the world, I was over there. As you see to the northwest, there's a trader across the river.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
it wasn't very far. It was just spawning in close to that trader. So it was a quick trip across the river there to this building, which um, fairly early on, I looted and decided to form a base here, make my base here.
It looks really
It's a
cool.
nice little town.
Got a nice looking garden down there, Doc.
Actually, that's just one of three small garden areas that I've been able to fortunate enough to get the fertilizer to take care of, and so we can tour all of them if you want to.
Sure. I was just looking over the edge here. Got you a
Hmm.
little pool down there to relax in.
Well, that's right. It's an accommodation a little bit. I have, of course, before I had the resources to build some of the automated defenses, I had to use barbed wire and spikes, and you still see a lot of that. They have their advantages and benefits, but as it stands now, I'm mainly protecting myself with automated defenses. Actually, from the standpoint of my patients who come to the clinic, I refer to these pillboxes here as my I guess you'd call them their self-service therapy units here.
Oh yeah, for your
Yeah,
famous lead injection
for the lead
treatments.
injections. That's right.
Right,
They're
right.
self-service units for the zombies to come in and obtain the lead injections without without disturbing me if I'm busy downstairs in the
Right.
shop or
It's like an automated
maybe.
check-in kiosk then, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
right. Hmm.
Yeah. My clinic has the same thing, but they don't use lead.
Yeah,
Yeah, they use
yeah.
plastic cards.
So
Ah,
here, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Here I've basically adapted this area. At one point I thought I might open this room up and let the zombies walk in and have a sort of killing floor there, but I haven't done that yet. I preferred not to let them get that close, and so
Yeah, I
what I've done
agree.
is over time, I've just left these spikes and barbed wire fence units in place rather than dismantling them, even though
Well,
they're
you might as well let the
needed.
zombies dismantle them because they're cheap help.
Well, exactly, that's right. Yeah. So
Okay, lead the way. I just wanted to look out there.
all
It's your
right.
garden.
And then yeah, here's another area that I use for my sniping platform. I have an open area here. It used to be enclosed with glass, but now this is the area from which I greet the throng of patients, prospective patients coming to me on Fortnite.
Now let me ask you, these little angled pieces you have out here, were they part of this base in the original finding? Or did you add
Let
all
me
these
see.
like around the garden there? Did you add all of that?
Let's see the angle pieces. Let's see
Well,
what I, for
like this
example.
concrete wall here with the light on it and the spikes in the corner, and then you had these concrete walls around your garden here. Now, did you add all that, or were they part of the POI?
No, I added
Okay.
I added the wall units there to surround the garden. Not so much to protect entirely to isolate it, but just to that the hordes walk around it rather than through it.
It's probably real good for giving you some advance notice when you're out there gardening too, if they hit that wall and spikes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, where to next? Where do you want to go show us next?
Well, let's go downstairs here. This was kind of a storage room when I first came here, and I've used it for various things over time, but at this point I just have some storage chests here. I do some of the farming out of this chest over here, and have a couple of other boxes, but I don't really use this room as much as in previous.
This could be an emergency triage then, couldn't it, up there? That would be a very good spot for that.
Yeah. And then, of course, there is a restroom here on the first floor.
And knowing how old my bladder is, that's why you put it on the first floor for me, right?
Right. And then here, this area was offices, and basically I'm using it now just as for my bedroll, as a recovery area.
All right,
there's this strange.
I had to stop and drink, so let me get that. I'm getting hot. I know Buffy says I'm already hot. Okay, show us again.
Pit area here.
Oh yeah.
It consists of what appears to be bedrock material, so you can't really break out of it except in that one corner. And I really don't know what that's all about, but I haven't bothered much with it. But yeah, I do have my bedroll here in case.
CIA experiments, Doc. I'm telling you, that's CIA. Yeah.
So that's that area. And then my main shop area is down here.
Go ahead. I'll let you lead the way.
All right.
Now we'll see if we can both open and close the door at the same time.
Right. Now along this wall are lockers with all sorts of clothing items in case you want, primarily in case you wanted to adorn yourself with some different garb. So I made
Buffy wants to know, does she not look good in her ZU shirt? Is that what you're saying? Does she?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a ZU helmet in there too for you now. And then this is the area where I do most of my crafting, and the forge room is back here behind this gate. Right now we're cranking out some fertilizer.
Here's Captain Kent hit his ass flying over.
Yeah.
And all this steel is already in the base too, isn't it? If I remember correctly. Yeah, that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice.
So I'll switch these forges off for now because they're generating a lot of heat. But I'll leave the chemistry station going since it just takes such a long time to get fertilizer produced. So anyway, there's cooking and forges and workbenches here. Then if you come through this other sliding door, a jail type door, I've built an escape hatch that goes out here, and it's basically just a very simple narrow tunnel, but it allows me the opportunity to get away should it be needed.
Well, you've got to have an exit.
Yeah, this also is a quick way to get out to the lake in case I need to fill up some empty bottles.
Right, do a little fishing. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. So we can get back up this direction, can't we?
We can, yeah, sure. I'm going to go ahead and put these ramp frames down.
Okay.
And I put them there just to give the zombies who wander by no reason to
hit the door.
If they want to beat on the door.
That is a classic idea. Now, have you seen them actually climbing up that instead of trying to go for the door?
I have not seen them climb up there, but I have seen them beating on the door once.
Okay. So they actually
And,
broke the frames in, you think?
Well, that was the reason that I started using the
Oh,
frames.
okay,
Was
okay,
before
okay.
I was,
I misunderstood.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Massive defense here. That's a lot of wood and a lot of steel to mine up and cook, isn't it, Doc? Man.
It is. Yeah. These pillboxes have automated, as I said, automated treatment services devices here.
Right. And do you want to tell our viewers what we discovered the other day with the pillboxes that I hadn't discovered with my design? Because yours
yeah,
is...
you'll see a slight difference in design between this one here, which is to the east, and the one back to the west. The one back to the west conforms more to the design that you use when you're creating a sniping platform for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, I found that the automated turrets require a broader range of motion than is available with that design. That design restricts their range of motion to the extent that at times that motion sensor will not see a zombie walking right in front of the turret if they're too close, or at times if they see the zombie they will shoot, but the aim will be aiming through the wall of the pillbox, and so all it does is damage the pillbox and it doesn't hit the zombie. You really have to be careful about how you lay that out. That's the reason this easterly one is a little more shortened on top, so that there's more range of motion for the...
And I had not noticed that, and Doctor was talking to me about it by zombie mail, and he invited me over to look at it, and I was absolutely amazed. And I went back, and Buffy went back, and she said, "Yeah, he's right. It's doing the same thing to our turret." And I had never noticed that before.
And then here's the signage I put up. It's basically gives the motto of Clinica Viore.
Yeah, commitment,
competence, compassion, and combustion.
Combustion. Yeah.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Right.
I like that.
And then there's a little more to see here. Let's go back in. It's a little difficult to find this door, but that's on purpose. I really don't want the public coming in. I should put up a sign that says private
entrance
only or something.
Yeah.
Right.
No deliveries after noon or 12 to 1 or something.
Right.
Yeah.
But once again, coming down through this passageway here.
Now, have you had any trouble with the respawns in this POI? Since it did have dogs and sleeping? Not at all. Okay.
Not at all.
That is kind of promising.
Of course, I again take note of where I put the bedroll, and maybe that makes a difference.
Could be.
Actually, I started this tunnel as a way of getting through to the garage where I parked the mini bike without going outside in the rain or in the fort and so forth. But then I found that there are actually some excellent mineral resources. If you look down to the left and right here.
Potassium?
I've actually done some mining. You can see the colors of the stone on both sides, actually. And so I'm doing mining along here. In fact, you can see there's some potassium reserves in there that I haven't
That's
yet
very
tapped.
positive. Yeah. Very positive.
And then a little further along here again, I've got another, I just think this is beautiful here with the red of the iron and the gray of probably lead.
Could be, yeah.
On the east side. On the west side, it's a little harder to see, but go down a ways, it goes very deep. There's
oh, I see it. Yeah.
Metals and things down there. So
yeah, you almost don't want to dig that out. Almost.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, almost.
I'm not as creative with my underground mining work as you are, but it's a very simple passageway, but
It doesn't have, it's just
it
got to be
takes us
functional, right?
right. Take us up into this garage area here. And
Now, what was the reason
check.
again for the raised floor? Did you have a problem here or something?
Yes, this POI does have a tendency to spawn sleepers, and actually I'm going to leave those open.
Okay, sorry.
And so I experimented with the idea of trying to put a player-placed block in a location in a space above which a zombie sleeper might spawn. I haven't seen one since I did this, so.
That's good. That's good. I do notice you have a bunker like Buffy has just across the got a lot there.
It's a bunker right across there, which
Wow.
I haven't availed myself of the use of it other than to loot it. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a good way to put another tunnel in and go over there too.
Yeah, might do that.
Yeah.
I built these two mini bikes. This one I use, but you're certainly welcome to use the other one.
Right, right.
And if you want to take a quick tour to the other farm areas, we can
Okay.
move around the town a little bit. And I'll leave those doors open. I don't really have any concerns about interlopers. And let's see. We'll avoid the street with all the spikes.
Yeah, that would probably be good. There's one of my favorite POIs to the left there.
Mm-hmm. Over here is the fertilized area that I refer to as Apple Tree Farm.
Oh, cool. Very nice.
And I built a little, I guess, kiosk
Mm-hmm.
here to make a mortar and pestle available on site, on property, for easier conversion
Right.
of the harvested materials to seeds.
Well,
Mainly
I think
use this for
my mini
apple
bike
trees,
is
but
running away. I hope it comes back, Doc. Oh, there it came back. That was
that's
creepy. Yeah,
uh,
go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah. Do you make
I
apple
mainly use
cider
this
here
for
too?
apple farming, but I did plant some corn the last time here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's Apple Tree Farm.
Cool.
And then if we travel a little bit farther northeast,
Okay, hold on. I'm lagging. I can't get on the bike. Okay, I think I'm on it. If I didn't jump off it. Okay, I think I'm okay. We'll see here.
all right.
Okay, I think I'm behind you.
All right, I haven't gone far, just,
No, I see. It looks like I'm right on time with you. Yeah, the mini
okay,
bike's
good.
mini bike's driving off again, but hopefully it'll rubber band back here in a second or two. Or not. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Phew.
And this is Two Tree Farm. And
Mm-hmm.
again, I built a little structure here reminiscent of maybe a roadside fruit stand,
Right,
just
right.
to house the mortar and pestle for on-site seed
That's really
retrieval.
nice. That's really
Yeah.
nice.
So, and that's about all I need. These three farms ensure that I don't have a devastating event such as a cop explosion or something that takes out all of my
Takes
little,
out everything. Right.
I've got 3 different places.
Very nice.
Talking
Very
about the fact
nice.
that my town has 3 of these large industrial buildings, and they're just up here to the south.
Yeah, we had
Let's see.
mentioned that in I think one of the other videos.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is definitely was an industrial factory town back in the day.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, yep, that's what we have here.
All the housing would have been for factory workers, for the workers' town, factory town. Yep, and there's one of our first bases together, Doc, that we took over. One of our biggest builds we ever did, I think.
That's
Kind
right.
of nice to see that POI.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of nice.
So that, I think that pretty well takes care of it. I've been
Oh,
thinking
you
about
see some cars blew up over here, huh?
Yes, and I wasn't present at that time. I might have heard it, but it wasn't anything to do with me.
Right, right.
I was thinking about consulting with you on maybe one of those one of those promotional videos for Clinica Viore,
Clinic of Viore, yeah.
where we might try to present the clinic in the light of, say, one of those expensive rich people clinics that like Dr. Phil sends people to, you know.
Oh, yeah, those drug addiction clinics, yeah.
Right. This would be like, say, something to the effect of, zombieism affects people of all kinds, from businessmen to nurses to housewives to construction workers, soldiers, bikers,
Overweight
even
people,
strippers,
even strippers.
And, maybe do that with some short close-ups of these various types of people, and then cut to a shot of me saying, hi, I'm Dr. Viore. I can help you. I specialize in the treatment of zombieism. In fact, it's all we do here at Clinica Viore.
You're a specialist.
That's right.
That's right. You are a specialist.
If you or a loved one or a zombie, we can help you. Just present yourself at one of our automated treatment kiosks here, and we'll do what we can for you. And be sure and bring payment, because we don't accept insurance.
We don't accept insurance. Right. And green sandwiches are okay too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Doc, this is a very nice base, and you've done a good job on it here. And I think we'll have to figure out about the promo video and see how we can get that up and going.
Good.
Find us a TV station and see what we can come up with. So, well, Doc, thanks so much for sharing with us. I'm gonna.
Right. Thank you.
I was hoping we might see some patients come by so we could actually see your patent lead injection treatment work, but it looks like, I don't know, maybe you've cured this town, maybe.
Yeah, it seems very peaceful, and again, it's a great setting for a recovery facility here next to the forest with the
very tranquil,
with the
very
river
tranquil
in the distance. Very tranquil, peaceful, great weather.
Well, he says she wants to go suntan on the roof.
But I'll tell you what, you're welcome to come on any 7-day horde night. And,
okay, all right. Patient night.
Yeah, it's a patient night.
A patient night. That's when you do group healing. Is that what it is? That group healing?
Yeah, the automated self-help, self-service treatment kiosks will definitely be in use.
Open for business. All right.
That's right.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the tour of Doctor's world here. If you did, please leave a like down there and comment, share with your family and friends. And Doctor, should we say goodbye now?
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.